Yeah, yeah. Hello.
Okay, okay. Screen is not seeing, sir. That's why. Now it's looking okay.
Now it's looking.
Yes, sir.
I think now it will look.
Yes. Okay.
So in the last class we have created a BAPI function module, which is a RFC function module.
Yes, sir.
So now today I will tell you how to use that function module and what is the client dependency, like how to access the other client details in this.
Okay, sir.
So I'll go here, SE38. I'll create a small program. I'll just call the BAPI which we have created. I will say parameters BUKRS, P underscore BUKRS, type T001 BUKRS. Like calling the normal function module, I'll call this, and I'll declare one internal table, data, iTab, type, table of ZBAPI underscore stru, and yeah, and work area also type ZBAPI underscore stru. So now I'll pass this P underscore bookos to the function module, and I'll get the iTab here.
Okay.
Finally, after getting the iTab, loop at iTab into work area, right, work area hyphen BUKRS, comma work area hyphen what else, landx, yeah, BUTXT, work area hyphen
ORT01.
ORT01 and landx, land1 or
Land ones.
landx. So this is my program, and let us check the output. So I should say COMP underscore code
COMP underscore name,
underscore name,
city
yeah, city
and country.
and country. What is if condition? Oh, and loop. I'll go to T001 table for the time being. So there are so many company codes are there. For example, if I give 2000 related records should come. Okay, so 2000 related record was coming.
Okay.
IDES UK, London and GB. IDES UK, London, GB. This record was coming up. This is okay. This is like a normal function module. Now, what is the specialty of the RFC function module? Now, say for example, I will log in into another client, 810. So now I have logged in into 810 client. I'll go to SC37 and I will check whether the RFC function module is available here. Is it available? It's available.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that means function modules or reports, whatever you generate, those are client independent. Table structures are client independent. Table data is client dependent. If the MNDT field is there, then only table data is client dependent. You remember this concept? Client independent,
Yes.
client dependent concept. Fine.
Yes.
So because now we are checking with 810, this is because this function module is client independent. Function module is already existing in client 810 also.
Okay.
So tomorrow there is another server, say EC3 is there, another server. I'm not talking about the same server, different clients. I'm talking about the different servers. Okay. So then this function module, this RFC function module will not be exist over there. Okay. So if you want to access the data in the other server,
Okay.
your RFC function module must be existing over there. Remember?
Okay.
If I want to access the other server data, RFC function module must be exist over there. Say for example, I want to access the EC3 data related details, then in EC3 RFC function module should be there. Fine. So remember that. Now come to our program. So I want to create an RFC physical connection between the two systems. So SM59 is the transaction to create the RFC connection. In LSMW also we have done this not LSNW, IDOCs. When we are doing IDOCs also we have done this. So go here, select ABAP connection, click on create. Give the RST destination name, some name, but capital letters. Connection type. Connection type is 3, connection to the ABAP system. Description, connection from 800 to 810. Now I am in 800 and I want to connect to 810. Okay, so here you need to give the target host and the system number. Go to the SAP logon pad and see the application server IP address. And anyway, system number is 02. Do it over there. Come to logon security. Give here English, client, which client you want?
8.
Client you want to connect? 810. User, JK JK user 104. Password, give it. Now save this. And now click on remote logon and test it. Test the connection. Remote logon. Oh, it's coming in error. Coming up with error. Wait one moment. there was some problem in RFC it seems.
Yes, sir.
Let me check from 810 side whether we can able to connect from 810 to 800 at least. So there is some problem with the RFC. Leave it. So there is some problem with the RFC. So, but I will tell you how to use the data. If we have RFC connection, then actually we can get the data. But right now, because there is no RFC, we will not able to get the data. But I will tell you the process. So now, while creating the IDOC, we have created the RFC. Have you remember we have logged in from 800 to 810 and 810
Yes.
to 800 with the same process what we tried now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now what I want to do is I want to access the 810 details here. Okay. So assume that you have created an RFC connection between 800 to 810. Actually, creating RFC connection is a process. It's a work of basis team. So if you want a RFC connection between the two systems, you write a mail to the basis team. Basis team will go to the SM59 and they will create the RFC connection and they will give it to you. However, I'll just talk to the Rajkumar and we'll try to eliminate this error. Why I don't know why this error was happening. So we'll try to eliminate this error and see now what I'll do. I want to get the details of 810. So I will create a RFC connection between these two, and then once I got the data, once I created the RFC connection, then I'll give a keyword like this: call function BAPI test destination RFC function module. We have created with some RFC destination, right? Test or something else. Test or test one I have given while creating the RFC destination. So
Yes,
we'll
sir.
give this destination test. So that RFC destination name this is. So if you give this, what will happen? The cursor will go to the 810 and it will get the data. The select query will get the data of the 810 related details. This is only one simple change. But if RFC connection could have happened properly, then we might have seen how it is working actually. Now this won't work because RFC is not there between the two systems.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So only this is the difference. Only a destination and this is the RFC destination name, whatever you create.
Okay,
So that is the only difference. So then what will happen? Instead of 800 details, 810 details will come to your internal table. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So remember this keyword: call function module, destination name. And remember, RFC function module should always have this remote enabled module as checked.
Check. Okay, sir.
This button should be there.
Yes.
And I will now tell you, I will take some real-time example of BAPI. I will try to explain that to you. I will take one small program which is available in the net. So this is a small program which is already available in the internet to create the material. I will just try to copy it and I will explain it to you. So there are some tables, they have declared some tables. That means all these are structures. There should be somewhere big enough. Yeah.
Some data big enough.
Yeah. So data big enough I tab occurs 0. Occurs 0 means what it is?
With header line. With header line.
With header line, correct. Correct. With header line. End of I tab. Okay.
Parameters of the key. Start a selection.
So here, this is the text file to create the materials. So I told you, right, BAPI is also used to upload the data which is there in the legacy system. So this is, use this as a legacy system, legacy file. Now I'll try to explain you the program first, and then we'll go to the legacy file and we'll execute it. So now see, the thing is, SAP has several standard BAPIs. Okay, so one of the BAPI is BAPI material save data. This is one BAPI, which is SAP standard BAPI. So for example, tomorrow somebody will ask you whether have you done some application using BAPI function module. Okay, fine. So this is the application using the BAPI function module. So it is SAP standard BAPI function module, BAPI material save data. So the naming convention of the BAPI function module will start with a BAPI underscore. So if you go inside and see BAPI material save data, okay. So here there are few details available. See, if you go to the importing parameters, this function module requires the header details, header data. Header data is the importing parameter. So header segment with control information. So this is client data. When you are creating a material, there are two types of data. Again, client dependent data and client independent data. But this is a purely concept. Material management people will know, will tell you about this. So there are whenever you are creating a material, say for example, I'll go here and I'll create a material. Where to go to the transaction to create a material? MM01.
MM01.
Yeah, MM01 if you go and if you try to create a material, give the material name, some name. Say for example M1, industry sector. See, there are several views over here. There are several views available here. So basic data 1 and basic data 2, these two views are client independent. That means if you create this view for a material in 800, 810 also the same view will exist. Okay, but all these other views are client dependent. That means for 800 these views are specific and 810 these views are again specific. So it's not common. So but this is not very important for ABAPer. So like for ABAPers, for us, this is not very important to learn which is client independent of the material, which is not client independent of the material. But the thing is, because we are using a BAPI here, see there is something called client data. Client data means the fields, whatever you are giving in the basic data 1, basic data 2, those details, and client data X. Client data X means information on update for client data. Say for example, in client data covers almost all the fields which are available in these views. So what are the fields are available in this client data? Let us see. Client data associated type is BAPI Mara. So in Mara, whatever the fields are there, all the fields it will cover. See, this is the deletion flag, material group, old material number, base unit of measure, base unit, PO unit, all these are there. But while creating the materials, you may give some fields. You cannot give all the fields while creating the material. It is not required to give all the fields when you are creating the material. You will give only few fields. Okay. So whatever the fields you have given, you need to make a confirmation. So here see BAPI Mara X. So in this structure, I will say material group is equal to X. Then what it means? I have given a material group as an input to this function module. I will give old material number is equal to X. Then I have given old material number as an input to this function module. Whatever field you mark as X, that you have given as an input. That means exporting parameter to the function module. Remember this. So now if you observe, see, this is the header data. Okay, so what these people are passing to the header data, BAPI method, and client data. Client data they are passing BAPI Mara, and client data X. Client data X they are passing it as BAPI Mara X. Okay, and they are getting importing a return table, IT return. What is this return table?
It's a compulsory table, sir, for importing.
For all BAPIs, return will be there as a importing parameter. And
Yes,
what
sir.
is the structure of the return?
It
What
contains
is the structure of the return?
screens.
BAPI ret 2. So see, uh, we,
Okay, that's
we have created already one BAPI, correct? In that also we have used BAPI ret 2. See, return BAPI ret 2 associated type. Remember? So
Yes, sir.
this BAPI ret 2 has something like message ID, message number, message message 4 variables, message type, etc. So to handle these messages, okay. So now they are importing ID ret 2, okay. So they are passing some description in the internal table. This is the description for the material. They are passing it via internal table. So now what we understand, there is a function module BAPI material save data. So they are passing header data to it, BAPI method, BAPI mat head. This is a work area. So okay, they are filling this work area and passing to the header data. And BAPI Mara also another work area. They are filling some data and passing it. BAPI Mara X is another work area. They are filling some data into it and passing to client data. But BAPI Mara X is something where you can fill only X to give as a confirmation, and they are getting a return messages. They will get into it into this importing, and they are also passing one internal table IT BAPI. Okay, so now let us see how they have declared this BAPI mat head. How they have declared this BAPI mat head. See, this is the structure BAPI mat head. These are having so many fields. So if you go to the top of the table, tables BAPI mat head they have declared. Tables BAPI mat head. Okay. Now what they are filling in the BAPI mat head? See, first what they are doing, start of selection, perform, upload, file iTab. Okay, so they want to upload the flat file. What they are doing in the flat file? Upload flat file. They are using the function module GUI upload.
Yeah.
They have given the file name, file type is ASCII, has file type separator is X. Why we will give this X?
It's a tab delimit. Tab space
Yeah,
is there.
if your file has a tab separator, so you will give this X, and then you will get the data into the iTab. Correct?
Yes.
So what details are there in your file, flat file? First one is material number. Okay. So second one is material group, industry sector. So I will create one material and I will show it to you. It will become more clear for you. So what and all I have given? I have given a material number, industry sector, material type. So I'll try to prepare an Excel. Material number, industry sector, chemical industry, correct? Then material type
Yes.
is drinks. So what is the code for chemical industry? Where we can see the code for chemical industry.
See, sir.
So we need to see, correct. But where you can see that? Go to Mara table. So now put here, now put the cursor here and select this. MTART. MTART is a material type, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is the material type we have taken here? Material type is drinks.
Drinks.
So check what is for drinks.
FTR.
FGTR.
FGRT.
FGTR is for drinks. Okay, so FGTR is for the drinks, and what is this?
Chemical industry.
Chemical
C.
industry is C. So C is the chemical industry and FGTR is for the drinks, and you press enter. Base unit of measure, you give the PC or kg, text you give it, okay, and then you give it here material group something 001 or something, you give it and finally save it. Your material will be created. Okay, so now let us see the flat file. So they are giving here, first one is the material number, okay, second one is T. T means what? T means, I'll show you what is T means. Not here, Mara table I need to go. T is not there here. I will change T to C. So all these things I am making as a chemical.
RF,
Next one is RFRM. RFRM. They are giving RFRM because that table we have copied from the net. They might have different things. We might have different things in our SAP system. RFRM. Let us see whether it is there. Not there for us. Okay. So I will change it as something like just now we have taken the drinks. So for the drink, what it is? FGTR. I'll change it as FGTR. Okay, and then this is material group 001. I think we have also given 001 for the material group while creating this.
Yes, sir.
I'll take you onto that particular screen. Yeah, material group is 001 I am giving. So in the flat file they are also used all 001. That is okay. And language, in which language you are giving the description? English, and the description is this is test material. Here I am giving a test, so instead of test, this is test material will come. Okay. So now let me check whether exactly tab space is there between fields or not. It is always better to prepare this kind of files in Excel and then copy that to the notepad, because here number of records are very less. I'm trying to delete the space, but if the more number of records are there, put it on the Excel and then save it as a tab delimited text.
Yes, sir.
So here there is one more assumption is there. A material can have description in different languages, different descriptions in different languages, correct? Same
Yes.
material, but English language there will be one description. In German language there will be another description, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here what happened? All are English language as of now. But sometimes what will happen when you get the data from your customer, you might have 2 or 3 different languages. In that case, how you will handle? Same material, but the description will be different.
So based upon the style lango, we need to give the descriptions. Press.
Files, save as, desktop. Okay, mat.txt. So now whatever we have given here in this file, that file details will be coming to our internal table iTab, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I'll go to the program now. So whatever the details we have given, that will be uploaded and iTab will get the details. Fine. Once you get the details into the iTab, now go to the startup selection once again. What is there? Perform upload file tab is there, where they are using GUI upload, and next one is a perform call BAPI. In the perform call BAPI, now I'll double click on this perform call BAPI. In the call BAPI, what they are doing? Loop at iTab. That means take the first record. Okay. In the iTab, what is the material? What is the material is there? In the flat file, some 1111 or something. That material number they are filling in the mat head material. Industry sector is a chemical industry, correct? So that industry sector they are filling it into the industry sector. And mat head see industry type, that is the drinks or what it is, material type. So that material type they are filling. And mat head, what is the basic view? So these are the things. And how there are different views, right? When we are creating material, there are around 19 or 20 views on which we are selecting the basic data one view, correct?
Yes.
Remember this?
Yes, sir.
So I'll show you. Not this. Okay. So here see, there is some error it was giving. What is the error? With the material type, strings external material number must not contain only numbers. It should also have some letters.
Alphabet.
So I will say M11. Okay, then it will not give error. Okay, so see here, there are different views, basic data 1, 2, classification, so on and so forth. Now, among all the views, I am selecting basic data 1 view. So that is what I am saying here.
Yes.
Basic view is equal to X. Okay. And now, one more thing. We need to go and change the flat file now, because it is giving an error message if only numbers are there. Because in the flat file we have maintained only numbers, correct? See, these are the numbers, but it is giving, if the chemical industry don't give the number, give the combination of letters plus number. That's what it is showing there. So I will change it. Maybe I'll take it as M12. M13, M14, 15, 16 and so on. Fine. Done. So now the next step. So now what and all you have given? You have given a material to the material head, and you have given industry sector and material type. So this is the header. So you fill the header, and you have also said that basic data 1 view you are selecting, and then BAPI Mara table is there. For BAPI Mara table, you are saying that I am giving the material group and base unit of measure. Base unit of measure you can give kg or pc, whatever you want. If you want to give a pc, you can give it, or if you want to put the kgs, you can put it. Okay, and then this is a confirmation structure. Confirmation means marx, which is ending with x. So confirmation structure, you are saying that I have given a material group is equal to x. I have given the base unit of measure is equal to x. So this is called a confirmation structure. So if you pass x value, it means that in the above you are passing the material group and base unit of measure. And now, so BAPI Langu. So this is what is this? BAPI Langu.
So
Now
system.
you need to create a description, material description, correct? So for the material description, you are passing which language? This language also there in your flat file. Your flat file we are giving language is EN, correct?
Yes, sir.
So we are giving that, and this is a confirmation in which you are passing that language. This is something like login language, and then the description. Okay, so this is a description, and description is passing to the IT BAPI, and we are appending these details, only these details, to internal table IT BAPI. Okay, now I have asked you one question, like tomorrow if you have a description in German language, what you will do? Anyway, this is an internal table, IT BAPI, you append it to the same internal table, the other description also. That is why, see, all the remaining things are structures. Only language related thing is internal table.
Okay, sir.
Okay, all the remaining things like material group, material type, otherwise base unit of measure, all these things you can give a single time, it is enough. But material description, different languages, different material descriptions will be there. That's why what happened here, SAP has given an option to put it in the internal table. If more records are there, you append it into this internal table.
Okay.
Okay. And after that, so now we have filled the BAPI method. So I am passing the BAPI filled BAPI method, BAPI Mara and confirmation structure, and then we are getting the return messages, and then I am also passing the BAPI description here, IT BAPI. I am also passing this. Okay. So after that, once you call any BAPI to save data, what we'll do? We will call this call function BAPI transaction commit. So the BAPI transaction commit will save the data into the database. If you don't call this BAPI transaction commit, the data will not be saved into the database. Okay. So now let me execute this and show it to you in a debugging mode how it is going on. I'll put a breakpoint at start of selection. And why this F4 file name? For which purpose they have written F4 file name?
It's to convert that uploading file is the sir, flat
What?
file. To give the F4 help
Flat
for
file.
flat file.
Yeah, to
upload
give
flat
the
file.
F4 file. Correct. So see, to provide this button, when I click on this
Yes.
button, pop-up will come. So this is coming from F4 help. So I'll go to the
Yes.
desktop. In the desktop, there is something called just now we have created mat. Where it is. Okay, select this. Now I'll execute. So now we are in debugging mode. We'll press F5. We are inside the upload data. So after this function module, what will happen? Our ITAB will be filled up. So let us check the ITAB. So now ITAB got the records. Okay, so all the records it got. Come back. Now perform call BAPI. Now loop it ITAB. First record it will take. What is the ITAB material for the first record? M12. M12 it will fill into the BAPI head material. Industry sector is chemical. C it will fill into the industry sector. Material type is FGTR, that is drinks. So that also it will be filled in. So BAPI method is filled, and we are also filling the basic view is equal to X. After that, BAPI Mara structure. BAPI Mara structure, we are passing the material group 001 and base unit of measure is PC. So we are passing that. So and we are giving the confirmation in the BAPI Mara X. So group material group is X, base unit of measure is X. And now language related, that means a description thing. So ITAB language we have uploaded in the flat file. What is the language? Is E, and this is the system language. BAPI material description. What is the description? This is test material that we are putting into this, and we are appending into the IT BAPI. Because only one description is there, we are appending only once. If two records are there, you loop it and append it one more time. Otherwise you write at end of material or at new material, until that you append it. Use the control break statement and append this internal table. So after this, now we are ready with all the structures. We are calling this BAPI. So I'll press F6. So all the 4 materials or 5 materials are getting created. After that, I'll press once again F6 to commit the material, to write the materials. Now let us check what is the return it has given. Oh, it has given error. Unit of measure is something wrong. Message it was giving C. Unit of measure should not be PC. It's not defined. PC is not defined. So let
Yes,
me
sir.
change the
Please
unit of
use
measure.
this.
So let me change the unit of measure to kgs. I'll execute once again. I removed the breakpoint. It will execute at a time. So now see, all are SSSSS and last one is E. Why? How many are there here? 1, 2, 3,
7.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
7 success. 7 successfully created. Eighth one
Saying
is
now the flat.
error. Eighth one is
Okay.
error. What is 7 material? How many materials we have given in the file? Only 7.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. But last one, what happened? Due to the space, see, the cursor is going down.
Yes, sir.
So always better to remove any space. Put your cursor at the end here and click on delete for some time. Always delete any space if it is there in your flat file. You should not, there should not be a space like this in your flat file.
Yes.
Then system will consider that space as also another record. So delete the space if it is there in your flat file at the end. So that is not actually an error. That error is coming due to the space in the flat file.
Yes, sir.
So 7 records were uploaded now. Now let us go to the SE11
And Marathi.
and Mara table and see whether M12 has been created or not. M12 is there, created by JK user 106, today date. Okay. So and this is FGTR, chemical industry, material group is 001 and unit of measure is kgs. Okay. So like this, by using the BAPI, you can upload the details, upload the materials, upload vendors, upload customers. For different things, different BAPIs already SAP has provided. No need to create by your own. 99% of the cases we will use the existing BAPIs, but very few times we need to create our own BAPI. Okay. So this is how you can use a BAPI. Fine. So
Yes.
we'll stop here. Tomorrow we will be continuing with the workflow, but I need some small confirmation from Rajkumar. Right now what happening in the workflow, actually workflow is something like whenever you apply for a leave. Say for example, I'm working as a team lead in my organization. I want to apply for a leave. So now I will apply. Then what will happen? My manager need to approve the leave. Mail will automatically goes to the my manager. A mail with the leave request automatically goes to my manager saying that so and so person want to apply for the leave from this date to that date. Okay. Similarly, whenever my team members are trying to put some leave, they will write some mail in the SAP. Then what will happen? They will click on a button. Whenever they click on the submit button, mail will come to me. So then if I click on yes, approve, then I have approved, it will go to my next level. So it will go to my manager automatically. So that is something called workflow. But right now what happening in our SAP system, in EC1, it was not happening. The mail was not going. Okay. So I think here also in workflow also there is some RFC problem. Today we are not able to create RFC, correct? The same problem
Yes, sir.
is happening in the workflow also, and mail was not going. Okay, so just tomorrow before coming to the class, just check with the Rajkumar whether mail was properly going in the workflow. If it is flowing correctly, we will go ahead with the class. Otherwise, we will take the class. I'll take the class day after tomorrow. So that means whenever the error is rectified, then I will go ahead with the class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Tomorrow at what time, sir? If it is there.
tomorrow probably we'll meet at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow is a Saturday, correct? Like every
Yes, sir.
Saturday, we are meeting at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow also we'll try to meet at 3 o'clock, provided the mail system is working properly.
In Basesh Nagar itself,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Before coming to the class, just check with the Rajkumar whether it is working correctly or not.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Fine. Bye.
Bye, sir.